When the market gets wild, only one man rides it, the trading cowboy.
Boots on the floor, screen lights glow. Jar like an up and roll, get it up, let's go. I'm the trading cowboy, stocks are my thing, and Q on the dashboard, hear that bell ring. Bear flags, bull flags, a rope and I brand. This could be the best 8 seconds ever hit this land. Ride those candles, ride that run, long it to the highs, yeah, chase that sun. Short it to the lows when the tide starts to set. This could be the best 8 seconds, yeah, yeehaw. I'm the trading cowboy, giddy up, catch that momentum, boy. Charts look wild, I just grin. One more trade, let the rodeo begin.
What is up, guys? What is up, guys? How's everybody's non-Tradovate day going?
When the market gets wild, only one man rides it, the trading cowboy.
Boots on the floor, screen lights glow. Jar like an up and roll, get it up, let's go. I'm the trading cowboy, stocks are my thing, and Q on the dashboard, hear that bell ring. Bear flags, bull flags, a rope and I brand. This could be the best 8 seconds ever hit this land. Ride those candles, ride that run, long it to the highs, yeah, chase that sun. Short it to the lows when the tide starts to set. This could be the best 8 seconds, yeah, yeehaw. I'm the trading cowboy, giddy up, catch that momentum, boy. Charts look wild, I just grin. One more trade, let the rodeo begin.
Hey guys, sorry for the double intro right there. Had to do a little computer navigating a little bit. So, how's everybody doing today? Not really too good with Tradovate being down, but Still getting a nice little continuation down on NQ. Nice little drop back down to 168. Got a pivot point set at 172. Pushed right through it. See if it'll come back to it and hold a little bit. Still looking pretty weak right here. I'd like to see in that previous 1 minute candle kind of push right back up above 172. So maybe a sign for another continuation down for a little bit. There's a little push up now. And just a straight push right back up. See if this is going to be a little fake out to continue lower. We need to get back over 192 and to push through 202 to the 21 to feel pretty comfortable about it. Again, Tradovate just still kind of froze out, kind of showing some of the chart now, but just kind of chilling right here, waiting for something to happen. So yeah, who thought Tradovate was going to come in and freeze this morning? So still shows I'm in a trade, but I'm sure they'll just reset all these accounts later. So got NQ kind of moving a little bit, kind of coming back down. Let's see if it's going to make a little bull flag or if we're going to continue down from here. So if we could make a lower or a higher low right here, then maybe we could get an inversion to push back up to 200. Just kind of wait and have to see how that plays out a little bit. Okay, we kind of had a hold right there, back over the 9. We could stay above that just a little bit. Maybe we could get another push, but kind of want to see this 166 as a temporary bottom for right now. Okay, I like that right there. I'll see if he can do a little continuation. If we can kind of break through that shoulder right there. About 2.5 minutes left on this 5-minute candle. About 30 seconds left on this 1 minute. See if we can get a push back up right here. Entered a little early right there. Kind of looking for this push back up to the 21 right here. Right to about that shoulder. Got a little bit of cushion already on a few trades we took earlier. Tradovate being down, kind of hard to do anything, so jumped over to top step. So how's everybody doing this morning? What do you got going on? Anybody trading anything? Come on, if we can get that little push, I think we'll be okay. There we go. There's a good push. Bring this back into profit. No, let's leave it down here for a second. So now if it comes back down here, we don't want it to go any lower. So got a little push there. Had 100 something bucks for a second, but I think we can get that push through the 21 right there, at least to that shoulder. That may have been all she had right there for a while. Got that little 50-second push, but it wasn't very strong. Kind of rely on that 50-second push on the end of a 5-minute candle to tell me if we're going to have a little strength, if the bulls are still in play. We get a little wick through here. And a push back up, I may add back into it if it gets back above. Kind of see how it works out right here. We wanted to go up there, but now we need to see if we're going to keep going. Still building out a little bit of a bear flag overall. Okay, so there's a wick through. We don't want to see it come back down through here. Want to see that area holds. If it holds, I may add into my position if it comes back up. Got that little move down first. Add into that a little bit. Going to move our stop down just a hair in case we get a wick through that low. We kind of want that low to hold if it's going to hold. Bulls are trying to stay awake. Still pushing down, showing some weakness. See if this area here holds one more time. If we can get it to hold one more time. And she didn't want to hold. Coming down a little bit. Add it back in one more time. If it gets back above this low right here and holds, I'll move my stop back to there, because if it comes back down to it, then we know it's going to continue down. There's the continuation down. Tested one more time. Nice hold, nice candle. Need a little push right here to get back up over that 9. And we just can't do it. We're a little weak right here, guys. One more add, move it to the bottom of that wick. If it wicks again, we'll be out. Need to get a pretty good hold right here. See how this next candle ends up. Again, just kind of shooting for the top of this 21. Hoping it'll come back and retest it. We've really been riding that 9 EMA right here pretty solid, so if we could get a push back above it, I think it'd be off to the races again. But just trying to get a little 10 points out of this if we can. It's respecting that 9 for sure, so need to get a push. Hourly candle's closing. Didn't get that push. Probably get a push down and open right here on this hourly. Maybe we can get a little push back up. Kind of trail it a little bit. Come on, baby. Giddy up. Giddy up. Let's go. Giddy up. Push. Come on, market. Come on, market. Come on, market. Push. Giddy up. Come on. Give us a push. Give us a push. Come on. Come on. Give us a push. Oh. Alright, guys. Moved it into profit. Got stopped out for a second. I still see it in play. There was our profit right there. Missed it. Got a little too antsy. Was in that trade a little bit longer than we should have. Got 190 out of it, I guess. So good turning point right here. Let's see if it'll go up a little bit. Maybe give us a slight pullback. Kind of see if we can get this right here. Maybe get that play out right there or something. How's everybody doing this morning? Pretty sad with Tradovate gone right now? I know I am. Kind of don't want to see this come back down. Oh. Let me get rid of that. What is going on? Switch over to a 5-minute. This is kind of what we're looking at right here. So if we can get this body to hold above, I'd like to see this one close up here above this wick in the next minute and a half, 2 minutes, and then maybe get a slight pullback down. See if we can get a rocket ship back up to 227, but 220s anyway. Kind of what we're looking at long term. Long term in the next 2-3 minutes anyway. So on the other side, I mean, we've got Nvidia still kind of holding in the middle of the box, trying to push back up through the EMAs. Gold, wow, what gold? I mean, 52,070 or 5,270. ES kind of looking just like NQ, same little pullback, bounced above the 200. NQ kind of sitting right above the 50% ORB. So just see if we can get a little push back up over the 9, see if it can hold itself and support it. You know, long term, if not, had pretty good support at 160, but next step would be 150s, maybe down to 130s even. Kind of see how that needs to play out there. So and it kind of seems like Tradovate's just still froze. I keep refreshing it a little bit every now and then, but it's still setting quite a ways behind. So all right, we switch back over to a 1 minute. Kind of see how that's playing out right there, guys. So we wicked above the 21, push back through it, push right back up to it. Now we're wanting to see if this 9 and 21 will act to support. So give it a little try right here, kind of see what plays out. Don't want to go back below 169. And then just kind of targeting, you know, up here to this next leg. So nice little push, trying to push back up. If we can get over these shoulder right here, I'll probably take one off, limit a little bit of exposure. So there's a couple off. Stops back in profit. So kind of targeting the top of this shoulder right here. There's a good push right there. See if we can get 350. Guaranteed 130 on the trade. Kind of looking for that push. Let's see if we can get that push, guys. Come on, giddy up. Give me some push. I'm going to move it to that wick now that we got that push. See if we can get it. Come on. Giddy up. And there you go, guys. Good trade. Hey, that's what we do. Day in and day out, right? The Trading Cowboy live in the tack room. So yeah, nice little $355 take. Up 904 now on this account. That's what we do. And right, the good thing about Top Step, you know, is they have, you kind of got a trailing drawdown right now. So now we have like $900 to play with. Only can make $1,500 right now. So got a little room to make a little bit more money, and we can rotate accounts. But yeah, guys, so look at that. So we took profit at 192.75. It wicked up about 2.5, 3 points. We could have actually added to that, but I just playing off those shoulders. Sometimes those shoulders feel a little better than the wicks to me because it's almost a guaranteed profit right there. So kind of what I look at when we're up for the day. So let's go check out. Yeah, my Tradovate still pretty froze. How's y'all's looking? Nice little push right there. Kind of consolidate a little bit. Wick back to the 21. Respected back up to the 9. Kind of holding now. See if we can get a small pullback right here maybe. Maybe we can build out a little bull flag. If we can build out a little bull flag right here, then maybe we can go up here and target the 214s. Definitely want to stay above the 9 now. Kind of ride it back to the top. Kind of what we're looking for. Held right there for a little bit. Gonna kind of wait for this candle to close. Don't want to get too antsy to be in. Again, Nvidia's back up over the VWAP. Gold's back above its box 15-minute opening range. Looking strong. Looks like gold's high was 53.06. So yeah, maybe if it could get back above that 52.88s maybe. VIX is still high. That gives me a little bit of a worry. Probably good reason we're getting this little drop right here. On a 5-minute, we rejected the 14. Really need to get back above that 14 to show any strength. For sure want the 21 to hold right here. Kind of where we're sitting looking at right now. Okay, so it really respected that 174 for a nice little bounce. Want to see this candle close right here. Gives us a little bit of hope on the 5-minute. Not really, kind of giving us a little doji on a 5. $15-minute closing also. So we get a push straight down. See if we can just get a push back through the 87s. If we can get a push through there, I may go long. Kind of target the top of those candles again. So that's our 15. Kind of had to push down first. Kind of like it to make a little wick down before continuing up. Same on a 5. That's just kind of what we're looking at right there, guys. Kind of seeing what this wants to do. Create a little bit better wick. Or are we just building out a little bear flag on a 1-minute? So kind of see what happens. Hey Jose, good to see you, buddy. Glad you could come by. How's it going today? Are you getting any trades in with Tradovate being froze? Good deal. We're just kind of sitting here being patient right now. Got a few good trades in a while ago, but had to move over to Top Step a little bit. So their platform's kind of working for us, but kind of just watching this 15-minute and seeing if it's going to make us a wick or what it's going to do. So see if we're going to continue down or no trades isn't necessarily a bad thing, that's for sure. Definitely want to FOMO it though, don't we? Kind of just watching what it's going to do right here. This 15-minute kind of a push down, make a nice wick, and then maybe we get a push back up. Maybe we could clear these wicks right here, but overall we could be building out a little bear flag still. There's kind of the 5, but just watching and seeing. May consider a long if it does start pushing back up. Kind of what we're looking at. Just sitting back, trying to be patient. Keep refreshing Tradovate to see if anything works on it, right? I think if we can get back above the 21 on a 1 minute, back up over 180, may get a little push back up to the top. See if we can enter a little trade there maybe. We got to get up above that though. 5 still looks pretty weak. 15 made the perfect wick. We just need it to go now. Yeah, she just can't go. So yeah, now I think we kind of look for a continuation down maybe. See if we can get a little push up. See if this rejects here. If it keeps pushing right back up, kind of be the key here. If we get a rejection or if it pushes right back up and fills that body back up. Kind of what we'd be looking for. Good entry maybe if it drops, pushes through 171. Kind of let this candle close here and see what it wants to do. Good push down. Decent push, maybe go fill that bottom. Maybe a little bounce there. See if it holds or see if it's going to flush through it. Like I said, we have the 150s and 130s below that, so. See if it respects it or. Okay, got the wick down through it. Let's see if that's going to be a little sweep. Maybe just continuation down. Trying to hold. Let's see if the bulls can wake back up here a little bit. Kind of what a 2 minute looks like. had that bounce. See if we can get that push back up. Nice little bear flag played out beautifully right there. Wish we could have caught some of that. I hope somebody caught it. Yeah, so now we're just kind of stuck right here, kind of hoping this may be a bottom right here. We look back on the 1 minute. Kind of want to see if this level will hold, if it would hold this 154 area. We got the wick through 150 like I said. So now if we can hold this 156 area, push back up, maybe get a little inversion back up just a little bit, but just have to see how it plays out right now. Okay, got a little bounce. Getting that good 50-second push. Kind of see what happens on this 5-minute candle closes. Definitely getting that 50-second push. We want to see it get over this wick here. Be nice if it closed above it, but at least it wicked through it. That shows a little bit of strength. Pushing strong, so see what happens right here. See if we can get a little small push down. Maybe a push back up to the 180s. Want it to hold right there for sure, those 160s. I don't know, guys. Maybe building out a little bit of a bull flag on this, but overall we're still bearish. FOMC report. I think that's at. So we'll have. I should have had that up here. I had it a while ago, Jose. So 2 p.m. Eastern, so still got a little bit of time. And then, you know, of course, Powell will speak at like 2:30, I think. So here's what we're just kind of looking at right now. Little trade right here, right off as soon as the 9 held, as soon as we made that little bull flag. Just a small push up. In profit. Take one off right there just to limit that. So got about $100 on the trade. Now we're just going to target that 21. There's the 21. We get a wick through it, so we'll trail it pretty tight. A lot of times it likes to wick through and come back down. Bottom of that candle's guaranteed 195, plus we already got 130 out of the trade. Kind of looking at the 180 as point of control. Okay, took it right there. 225 and 130, so 355. A little quick trade. Trader 101, H-Town Trader. If you can't beat them, join them. Got another one over here we've been setting on for a while. Let me see if I can click back over here. Almost got us back to even right there a second ago, but don't need quite that much. I need about 1200 for the day on that, so I needed it to go to about right there, maybe a little even farther down. Right about there is where I kind of need that. If it gets back up, I've been in this one for a while. See if we can play out another little bull flag. I'm going to set it at $100 profit. If it hits it, but I've been in this trade for a while. Yeah, look at that. There we go. See if we can go hit that 12. We're going to get 300 regardless. See if we can get a push up there. I'm going to go ahead and take one off right there, maybe two. Guarantee some profit. Got one runner. Maybe set target of that high there. Yeah, H-Town Trader, what have you been doing today? You been getting any trades in? How's Tradovate treating you over there? And stop me out on that one. So yeah, I got 856 on this account. Sitting at 446 on that account. Yeah. H-Town Trader, you should try to be on here talking to yourself all morning. And yeah, you know, I got in a trade this morning on Tradovate when it kind of started working, and it set me up the exact same entry as what a lot of the other YouTubers were doing, that 246 area. And was up 50-60 points, and then it came back below it, wouldn't let you exit or anything, and looks like I'm out of the trade now, but it's showing I lost about $1,300. So we're gonna have to see how all the prop firms handle that. So big huge rejection off that push to 182. Kind of a decent point of control. If we could hold right here, we may get a nice little inversion, but I think now we need to kind of target those 30s. What do you think, H-Town? Think we can wick through the 30s? Maybe even the 115s? Hey, M. Harmon, how's it going? Good to see you on here. Okay, yeah, 138, yeah. I didn't think we were going to hold that close to that. I thought we'd get a little bit better of a flush, but nice little wick through, maybe V-shape recovery back up over to clear 185. See what it does right here at the 9. Who else out there is doing just a mental trading where you're entering and mentally focusing on where you're exiting and putting profit in your head? That's what we kind of did this morning. Nice little bear flag playing out maybe on a 1 minute. All right, so yeah, if we can get a little push up right here, then maybe get a push back down through 150. Maybe go target that 138 area. All right, so H-Town Trader says Tradovate me seems to be working good now, so may have to scrap this Project X and head over to Tradovate. I just don't know what they're going to do about some of those accounts that shows a loss on them now. You know, I actually entered the trade at 225 was the entry, and it automatically entered me at 246, about 20 points above that, and then rocketed well above it. So if I could have exited either way, it would have been okay, but yeah, now it shows a $1,300 loss. So kind of letting this bull flag or bear flag play out a little bit. Took it as soon as it broke through right there, kind of retraced a little bit. Back in profit. Again, we'll make 35 bucks if this don't work. May have just been a sweep. Yep, just a sweep. Probably should have took a little bit more, but really wanted to see it flush. Almost got that 138. And again, you kind of look at this right here, kind of what I was looking at. When it wicked through here, when it wicked right through here, closed here and then retested, that's when I went short for that little flush. Now if we can be patient, let this 1 minute candle close maybe. Get us a nice green candle. Again, we got so much stuff right here. We got the 9 below us. We got the 14, the 21 right above us. We got the 50% ORB setting at 172. So there is some movement to be had, but you just got to be patient and kind of see how it plays out. Possibly looking for a long if it gets back above 155. Just try to scalp it back up to 160s, 162. Just right below the 21. Tried to push up there, couldn't hold it. The 9's trying to hold, trying to respect it a little bit. Nice little bull fake out maybe. Get some bulls in so we can get a bigger push down through the 38s maybe. See what happens here, if this is going to be a sustained bottom. Trying to hold. Hey Miguel, good to see you, buddy. Y'all back in y'all's Tradavates working okay? The biggest, the largest. No. I've been trying to keep refreshing my Tradovate, but it's been giving me problems too. It was kind of a disaster this morning for sure. So kind of just watching to see what it does right in here. Kind of want to see it push back up 155. Kind of thought that's what it was going to do, but kind of looks like it's just a nice bear flag playing out. H-Town Trader said we might be looking back at the previous day high. Maybe the 138 on a 1 hour. Just kind of waiting and seeing how it's going to play out. Little wick through the low again. Right to the 140s. Yeah, I mean, it looks like there's the 138. See if it holds. Gonna get a little push up, but I think that's just a continuation for the downside. Let's see what happens here. Got the 100% ORB at 131. It may want to wick through there. Really trying to push down now. Got a lot of volume coming in. Good little flush. Let's see if we can get back up above. Yeah, I think so. I mean, it sure looks like it. I think that was the play. Kind of knew that at the beginning was just building out a nice little bear flag. Once it got below it, it never came back above it. So kind of the perfect play. Probably should have took some of that, but building out a little bit of a bear flag again, maybe. Nice little continuation down. Trying to hold. 15-minute fixing to close. Anybody catch that short? That a boy, H-Town Trader. I think that boy likes the shorts. Nice little push back up right here. See if that's just another little fake out, or again, we can't be bullish yet, so we can get a nice little 10-point bounce every now and then on some of these, but definitely can't be bullish biased. May look at a long right here if it holds and stays above 127. Be a nice quick one. Maybe look to target the 135s maybe. Kind of what we're looking at right here, guys. Seeing if it'll get a little push. Little push. Come on. There you go. There you go. Nice little $775 trade. Played out perfect right as soon as that 14 held. Waited for it to wick back through it. Entered right here at the 125s. And then just let it push to this bottom of this. Like I said, all that wick was right there. That's where we set it. Exit was 135.75. That candle closed at 136.75, so about a point. Not a bad one right there. Not a bad one right there. Go back to trading view because we like it a little bit better right now. Kind of shows you what we are doing. Now we're just kind of seeing that was a super quick wick. Trying to create a little bit of high to knock some of those bulls back out. Stop some of those shorts. Now we may get a continuation back down. Again, see if this 120s hold. Really don't think so. We're looking pretty weak overall, so. I mean, what are y'all thinking? I kind of see the 115s in play if it does drop down. If not, I see the 150s get back above the 150s for a little continuation up. The 15 just looks atrocious, huh? Definitely wick back down through the 100 ORB. Yeah, I mean, I sure like the sales more than the longs right now, that's for sure, but the bulls are trying to hold on. You know, if it can't get back above this 135, 136, we got to clear that. But then there again, then we have the 21 above that. Just not a lot of room right here. Be patient, see if it's kind of rounding back up maybe. Oh, we got Trump speaking, I guess. That would explain a lot for us right here. Definitely explain a lot of the market move. You know, don't know overall there again. You know, I think we're building out maybe a little bear flag. If he's talking, though, you know, it definitely may be a sale, Miguel. Getting a little push right here. Kind of trying to fake some people out. Maybe be a little patient right here. So there again, I'm just kind of watching right here and seeing if we can play this out. I want to see a candle close below this little bear flag and then come back and retrace it maybe. It's kind of what I'm looking for. So great push down. Did you catch that, Miguel? Tell me you caught that. Still continuing down. What is Trump talking about? Still pushing, got a minute left on the 5. Cashback Visa. Five minutes, still looking like there's plenty of continuation down still. Okay, little bounce there. Hourly closing in 6 minutes. Push back up. I don't know if we should try to catch this or not. Five minute, we get a little push back up, make a little wick, maybe a little continuation for down. Would like to kind of watch it and see. Always scares me a little bit, but kind of see what happens right here in the next 10 seconds. Get this candle to close, see if it'll push a little bit for us. Getting that little bit of a push. Can it hold? May try right there. See if we can get a push back up. Maybe get a little quick little 10 points out of it maybe. What do you think? Go long right there. I don't know, guys. Let's try right there. Get a little push right here. There we go. Get this back in profit. I'm gonna go ahead and sell a couple. Still holding 2. Ooh, stopped us out. All right, got 341 out of that trade. Still like it overall. Kind of just looking at the characteristics of it here. You look back at your 2 minute. Got a good bounce point here. This candle came down, tagged this one, entered right here, 112-ish, and then pushed it back up. Rode it for a few points, 341 bucks. Quick little trade. Didn't want to have my stop too low, so preferred just to set it in profit as soon as I could there. Looks like it's going to play out just like I wanted it to, but still think we see at least the 30s. Okay, there it went right there. Too fast. Has anybody got any emails what they're doing on those? Tradovate back to no good. Yeah, that's kind of what I was worried about. I'm kind of scared to use Tradovate still in case it enters me in the same trade. I don't know if anybody got any emails on what's going on. I hadn't seen anything. And kind of seen our classic wick through the 21, reject a little, come back up. Like to see a nice little inversion now, maybe to keep pushing, but nice, there you go. Took a little quick buy right there, just off the rejection point right there. Start trailing it a little bit. Take 2 off right there. Just let this one ride a little bit now. Come on. See if we can break this and continue up to the 138s back. Alright, and stopped out. Made another little 220 on that trade right there. Not bad. Little drop now. 1102 candle. Really respecting this little bear flag that dropped and played out. Kind of came back to it. Tested it. Tested our 9 and 21s. Really our 14's been solid right there right now, so nice little push back up. Showing some bulls stepping in now. About time. Been missing those guys. Yeah, thanks, Miguel. Has anybody else besides H-Town Trader tried Tradovate again? Is it still... I'm almost scared to try it again. Orders rejected, H-Town Trader says. That's probably a good thing for me. Just kind of curious what they're going to do on some of those that we had from earlier. Nice push on NQ. Nvidia held its box. Got some EMAs coming up, so let's not get too excited that this is a long right here. See what kind of pullback we get. Maybe a little, maybe bear flag, bull flag if we can get back over 135 maybe. Kind of want to see this hold right in here. I don't know, guys. Nope, couldn't hold, couldn't hold. Maybe that was a nice little flush right there. So yeah, just kind of watching, kind of took that, didn't get it as low as I wanted, but kind of just played that fast wick. Seeing if it can push through. If it can push through this 144s, I think we could see the 148s, 150 area again. So just kind of playing that out. Give it a little room. If it wicks back down here, we're out of the trade. And that's kind of just how I'm playing it right now. Try to stay green for the day, but the way these candles are moving, if it rejects, it rejects. If we can get above this 140 or 135 with this 138, that was kind of support earlier. Maybe get us a little 20 points if it happens. So now this one's pushing pretty hard, so we don't want it to come back down, so we're going to play the body of that. So now we make 120 bucks. Just being patient, seeing it for right out. See if we can get those 150s. If we can get a little push here. And again, if we can't, you know, we take our 120, regroup. If we can get the push, then hey. All right, stopped out. Got another 125, I think is what it shows right there. So back down, a little rejection. So we didn't make a higher high, so we got to watch that now. Kind of have that. And then we kind of have this area here. So starting to get a little tight right here. Getting a little tight. Still not doing anything, guys. Just waiting, seeing what's going to happen as it gets in this little wedge. Okay, getting a little push now. Getting a little push. So Tradovate seems to be moving pretty good for me, but man, I just don't even want to try and order really if it's not going to work. Getting a little long right there as soon as it broke out. Just looking to see where it is. Gonna ride it up a little ways. Maybe take one off right there. Lock in 115 bucks. Again, trying to be patient with them, but see if we get a small pullback right in there maybe. We don't want it to come all the way down to where our entry is, just because that's a little over half of that candle. If it pushes back up, back through the 146s, I may add into this. Okay, so I added in, still at break even. Want a fast push right here, really fast. There's our fast push. Give it some more. Come on, push. Come on, we want it faster. All right, I'm gonna take one back off right there. They gave us another 100 bucks. All right, not bad. So got 190 bucks out of those last two. So having to be a little bit quicker today, but yeah, I got another 315 on that. Got this account up to 1,067. Other account sitting 1,209. So we can do a little bit more. Get these up to 1,500 right for the day. Just bought these earlier because Tradovate wasn't working right, so like I said, didn't realize I wasn't on that page, but 167 there, 1209 there. able to switch over to my ball cap so I can put my head back a little bit better. Y'all ever seen Trading Cowboy in his ball cap? Probably give this about another 15 minutes, guys, and then I'll be out for a little while. Maybe I try to come back for FOMC. Just kind of watch it with everybody. Thank everybody for watching. It's been a blast. Definitely looking forward to see what this afternoon has. Yeah, no problem, H-Town Trader. I'm going to be out in about 15 minutes myself. If you got time later, stop back in for FOMC. Let's see if we can watch it together. Don't forget to hit that like button. Show OTC some love. Come on, let's see if we can get a little push right here. Building out a nice little bull flag on a 2-minute. Kind of got the 5 right here. Held this low, trying to push back up now. If it can stay above 43s. Kind of give you a look at the 15-minute. That's where we are, guys. Kind of just seeing if this is going to play out and be a bull flag. Kind of want to see it pop just like it did right there. So I'm kind of watching the 1 minute myself. Kind of want to see it pop back through there. With some force. So there's the pop. Now we just want to see it to keep going. Finally got that pop. Entered me as soon as it popped through. Up about 125 on one contract. Don't want to give a lot of it back. Would be nice to kind of target the top of that shoulder there. Let's kind of see what it can do right here. Come on, baby, giddy up. Just push straight to it. 161.50. Come on. I'm going to trail it to the bottom of that. If it pushes back. No pushback. Come on, go hit it. 161.50. 161.50. Come on. Come on. Giddy up. Come on. Push. There you go. Get up there. Come on, push. That a baby. Hey, we're doing it here, right here, baby. We're doing it live. We're doing it live, chat. Let's go. All right, guys, about another 10 minutes. We'll take a little break, regroup, rejoin. Got another little 230 bucks quick on that trade. Just playing it off that shoulder. As soon as it made a little bull flag. Caught that sucker at 150, sold it at 161.50. 11.5 points. Again, straight momentum, guys. Just watching for it to push through. Again, if you look at that candle, 161.50 was our exit. The high was 161.75. So it wicked a quarter tick above us right there, guys. Come on. Building out a nice little bull flag again. You can kind of see what I'm looking at. I kind of just go in here and set these. Come in here, quick draw, nothing special. Boom, right there. That's what we're looking at there. More importantly, we're looking at the bull flag to play out. So we're just looking at right here. So we're just looking at that setup right there. So there again, if it punches through 161, would be considering a fast long. If it breaks back down, then we're going to just totally turn around and reset and see. You know, may need to get a nice pull down back to the 140s, 145s for a continuation. Just kind of been in the slow grind, so. All right, nice good hard pull down back to the 140s. Kind of wick through these lows right here, so kind of want to see if this holds. If this holds, makes a nice little inversion back up. If it doesn't hold, then we're going to turn around and target the 130s again. The 129, 128 area. Don't know if we could get a pushback through 120 or not. Like that wick right there. See if it holds. Now there again, we're at the 100% ORB below the 15-minute opening range, so that means we've doubled that position right there. So now we just got to see how far down we're going to go. Wait for it to turn around, show us a little green. Starting to stall out right here a little bit maybe. Still pushing a little. Showing a little bit right here. I don't know if we need to go down through 120s. But just trying to be patient, right, guys? Okay, I like that. So we can get a little push. 5-minute candle closing. Didn't really get what we wanted. And nice little rejection off of that. So nothing for sure yet. Nothing to go off of. Good little dump. We found support here earlier, right here at this 17 area. Don't know if it'll give it to us again. Maybe a little quick scalp off of that, maybe. I don't know. Still looks a little scary to me. Let's see how this candle does for us. Can't quite do it. Just can't. It kind of touched the 9 right there. Just doesn't have enough push. Let's be a little patient, see how this candle closes. If we can get a good green candle, maybe another one. A little confirmation, maybe we can get a little bounce back up. Just showing a lot of weakness right now, so. Still pushing down. If we could get back over that 9 right there on a 1 minute. Just trying to hold right there. There's kind of what a 2 minute looks like. So a little bit better, a little bit of a doji right here kind of forming. If we could get it up here, make a little hammer maybe. Again, bears are still in control right now, so. Definitely no sense in trying to jump in this. Alright, there's kind of the candle we want to see. Hey Miguel, good to see you back, buddy. Just kind of trying to be patient, see if this is going to be a little recovery or bears definitely stepped in. I hope you caught some of that short if you got to do any trading. Going to be on here for just a few more minutes, hop off for a little bit, grab a little lunch, and then maybe come back for FOMC. Didn't know if you'd recognize me since I took my hat off, put my ball cap on. Definitely, definitely. Kind of like that push right there. Kind of want to see it. Kind of hoping maybe for a small push back down real quick, but make a little wick on this candle. But definitely want to see it turn around if it's going to turn around right here for sure. Bears are still kind of in control for now. You know, about every time I get ready to back away, Miguel, it does something like this and gets me interested again. So here's kind of where we're at. I kind of went back over to using Top Step right now just because Tradovate was out. Had a couple accounts on there from the past, but up 1209 right now on this account. Traded the other one, got 1512 on it. So done with it for the day because you can only do, I think it's a 50% consistency if I remember right. Been a while since I've traded these, but got a little bit of room on here, so may try to play a little bit after FOMC, kind of see how it goes. Kind of looking this move right here, kind of rejected that. So want to go and see if it's going to make a higher low and push back up, or see if it's going to try to flush this 16 area. So, you know, if we flush that 16, then I think we could see a wick back through the 15s and then maybe back down under the hundreds. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at, guys. Hey, thanks for coming by, man. I really appreciate y'all guys. Means the world to me that y'all jump on here and interact with us on the daily. So like to put on a few good trades with y'all, kind of learn from y'all, see what y'all see if you see it at the same time as I do, you know. You know, thanks for being here. Thanks, Miguel, Jose, H-Town Trader, Bulls and Bears, you know, everybody that stopped by today. M. Harmon. You know, thanks, guys. Come check out around 2 o'clock. We'll see if we can jump back on and do something fun. Thanks, guys.
When the market gets wild, only one man rides it, the trading cowboy.
Boots on the floor, screen lights glow. Jar like an open road, get it up, let's go. I'm the trading cowboy, stocks are my thing, and Q on the dashboard, hear that bell ring. Bear flags, bull flags, a rope and I brand. This could be the best 8 seconds ever hit this land.